In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the British pound futures as they're moving higher today. British pound futures coming off a couple days of sideways price action to move higher today by just under 0.25% currently at the 1.268 level, which corresponds with the upper middle of today's levels. And when you look at it over the week, this is basically a 1 week high for the British pound futures as they're finding some renewed strength here today in today's session. And driving factors, a couple things. Early in the session, we did see just some general buying pressure helping to support the British pound futures. Some data coming out of the Eurozone overnight. Nothing real significant coming out of the UK, but just general trends that were experienced early in the session. But really the big driver appears to be Fed Chairman Powell's discussions today in Portugal at the World Banking Conference, where he indicated that the U.S. could potentially cut rates later this year based on some of the data that they have recently evaluated. And that did provide a tailwind for the British pound futures, moving them higher after that was discussed. And so that's one of the big catalysts today in the price action. And that's why we're seeing the British pound futures holding on to a gain here. Now, looking at the general trends, British pound futures are trading at that 1 week high. It's really in the middle of the last 2.5 weeks. So when you look at that 1.268 level, 1.267, in the middle of this range. So we have established a range here over the last 2.5 weeks, and we're trading back into the middle of that range today. And when we look at the other major FX futures markets, pretty quiet day across the board. Really not too much of a reaction to Fed Chairman Powell's discussion when we're looking at the euro. Now, the euro did have several data points coming out, some inflation data, and that could be part of the reason why we're not seeing the euro reacting as significantly as the British pound. But overall, pretty sideways price action for the euro, the Japanese yen, Australian dollar as well. But one of the bigger movers today was the British pound futures, able to hold on to a gain here and breaking some sideways price action to trade at a 1 week high.